Single-click root cause analysis for application issues within the data center. The worst performing virtual machines are highlighted within the Uila dashboard. In this case, within the application performance color wheel, it can be seen that the application load balancer is the worst performing virtual machine. By clicking on the virtual machine, you can clearly see the application response time, and it's highlighted in orange. Orange indicating it's a major issue. Under the services provided, you can see that it has an HTTP service with an application response time of 731 milliseconds, 4 transactions per minute, a traffic volume of 1 megabyte per second, and about 1000 packets per second. In order to understand and correlate this application degradation to the infrastructure, you can simply click on the web service. This brings you to the root cause analysis view. The root cause analysis view clearly and quickly identifies the root cause. In this case, the root cause has been correlated to that of the CPU health. The memory, the storage can be eliminated. Similarly, there are also issues with the dependencies. You can see that the web service provided by the web server 3, 4, and 2, which are dependencies, are also causing issues. As you scroll down the page, you can also see the worst transactions. This is particularly important in situations where your infrastructure as well as the network shows up as green. In those cases, you can clearly see the application response times, the client-server communication, and the exact requests and responses that are taking place within the environment. Now, drilling back into the CPU health. Uila helps you drill and understand and get to the root of the issue. By clicking into CPU health, this provides you with more information. Here, you can clearly see that the CPU usage is quite minimal, at about 10%. However, the CPU ready time is the main culprit. At the same time, you can see that the CPU for this load, at the same time of the CPU load balancer ready issue, you can quickly see that the CPU utilization is about 80% on this host. The host itself is experiencing a very high CPU ready time, indicating that there are more CPU resources allocated and more number of virtual machines within this particular host. Another area to see correlated information is the stats map. To access the stats map, simply click on the virtual machine. From here, the tooltip appears and you can click on Go to Stats Map. The stats map provides a unified view for every single component connected to the virtual machine. Here, you can see that the application load balancer is on host 11. For storage, you can see it's on this storage or data store, and you can see the different services or service that is running within that particular server. The first thing you will notice are the different colors. In this case, you can see that the web service for the load balancer shows up as red. The load balancer itself shows up as red or orange, indicating that there are CPU, memory, or storage issues. Similarly, the host also has its own issues, which is indicated by red. As you scroll down, you'll be able to see the alarms. The alarms view basically provides you with a view of all the different alarms that have been experienced over a given time frame. As you can see from here, there are multiple issues ranging from CPU ready time to high application response times within the environment. As you look into this further, you can see the different conversations and the application dependencies for the application load balancer Here you can see that the application load balancer is communicating to backend web servers, and you can see the exact amount of traffic flow. Between the load balancers to the web servers, you can see the orange lines indicating very high application response times that are causing issues. Similarly, you can see the network related health, the CPU issues. As you can see from here, the CPU utilization is quite low. However, the CPU ready time within this particular server is the main culprit. Memory and storage.